Dennis, how are you doing this evening?
Great. How are you?
Absolutely fabulous. We're talking about fishing.
Hey, great.
I've
really
country.
enjoyed the show, and I appreciate Purina feeds. My question is, I've got I enjoyed the answer a while ago. I have a 3/4 acre lake.
You have an acre lake?
Yeah, I got a 3/4 acre lake. And my question is, what is these guys' opinions versus fertilization to a pond and just feeding? My pond is like 9 years old, and I've read different things on fertilization versus non-fertilization and feeding. So what are these guys' opinions?
Well, let me take a first crack at that. The bottom line is it depends on your goals. If your goals are to keep the water at a certain clarity, then fertilization is a great way to make sure you keep an algal bloom, and a lot of people prefer that for good fishing. They don't want gin clear water. However, if your goal is to grow fish, fertilization can help you, but it is much less efficient than feeding the fish directly. Roughly speaking, every time you move up a trophic level in a community, in ecology, you lose at least 90% of the total energy from the system below.
A what level? A trophic?
Yes. So
you just broke into doctor speech there.
That means, to put it easy, that means you need 10 pounds of, at least 10 pounds of plants to grow less than 1 pound of animal above it. Then that 1 pound of animal above that will only grow 1/10 of a pound of fish above that, if that makes sense. You're losing 90%. So by fertilizing, you are increasing the total biomass of that pond, but you're doing it at the plant level. And therefore, you're going to lose big chunks of that before you get up to the top.
Okay. In translation,
what that means is when you're fertilizing, you're feeding the plants to feed the little bitty fish. When you're feeding the bigger fish. It's really two different purposes. Mark's exactly right. He's telling it like it is. But when you fertilize, what you're doing is you're adding nutrients to the water that promotes the growth of plankton, which feeds the little bugs, which feeds the bigger bugs, which feeds the little fish, which feeds the bigger fish. And you can bypass every bit of that with a feeding program, feeding fish food to the fish that you're trying to target in the first place.
Food chain.
Food chain.
Gotcha.
That's the ball.
Food chain.
Feed the bottom rung, and everything else gets fed.
That's right.
Gotcha.